What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike Rashid. You know what? Today I'm gonna be your shaman. I feel like I'm more like your shaman than your trainer. All right, because I be giving y'all the good stuff, the good info. But anyway, I want to talk about my favorite product, my very first product with ambrosia. It's called Mental Juice. A lot of y'all already know me before I even had this product for the Mental Juice series, the videos. A lot of people like that stuff. You know, touching on different things about life, different perspectives and things of that nature. So it was only right to come out with a product called Mental Juice, and it's my favorite product, hands down. Anytime anyone ever asks me, what's your favorite, what's your go-to, it's Mental Juice. Like, when you look at like King Solomon, right? King Solomon was the only king that didn't ask God for money, for wealth. He asked for more wisdom. And with that wisdom, he was able to obtain any and everything that he wanted, right? So it's the same with this, with Mental Juice. What more can I ask for? Can I ask for protein or pre-workout? No, I want this. I want something for my brain to work better. Because if my brain and my mind is working properly, anything that I want to achieve, I can. It's easy, right? So that's why this was the first thing, and this is my go-to. I take this every day. Now, this is herbal, it's all natural. We call it genius juice, right? Because we feel like that's just like what it does. It makes you a genius. You feel like a genius. But anyway, I want to talk to you about like some of the ingredients. There's a lot of ingredients. I want to touch on 3 of them, and one in particular because a few videos back, like people really wanted me to get in touch on psychedelics and my experience with them, and I did, right? And we spoke about certain psychedelics, and psilocybin mushrooms was one of them. And mushrooms have a certain type of intelligence. There's a plant intelligence that exists and networks in the earth from plants. It's really fascinating when you learn how they communicate to each other and the benefits of them. So, you know, mushrooms have been here forever, and people, our ancestors, have been using mushrooms for all of their benefits forever, for a long time. So we was like, we gotta tap in on that as well. Now we know psychoactive psychedelic mushrooms is not the vibe. You can't just sell that stuff, but it will be legal at some point, just like marijuana. However, we have other mushrooms that are not psychoactive, but it do so many amazing things, right? And we have some here in Mental Juice. I want to touch on a couple ingredients, but one of the mushrooms that we do use is Cordyceps, right? Now, Cordyceps is a really interesting thing. It's not just it only does this or only does that. It does a bunch of things, right? And I want to like break down some of the things that it do. So Cordyceps have been known to help manage type 2 diabetes. There's a type 1 and a type 2. Type 1, typically people are born with it, it's genetic. Type 2 people, a lot of times, a lack of physical activity, a sedentary lifestyle, and the food that they eat will lead one to get type 2 diabetes. That's something that it's in our hands, right? And that's one of the biggest killers in this country. So Mental Juice, the cordyceps that's in it, has been known to help manage that. And how it does that is by balancing the blood sugar and the insulin levels in the body. Another thing that Cordyceps does is it helps with anti-aging. Like, everybody wants that fountain of youth, right? So the antioxidants that's in it helps eliminate free radicals, and free radicals is what ages us, all right? So that's all here as well. Cordyceps also helps boost exercise and cardiovascular activity, all right? And how it does that is by increasing your ATP production. ATP is adenosine triphosphate production. It's an essential biological component for delivering energy to the muscular system. And as a result, elevated ATP levels from cordyceps use, it improves how the body uses oxygen. Therefore, athletes using cordyceps before exercise helps absorb more oxygen while training, leading to increased endurance and stamina during the workouts. And that's something that really benefits me, especially when I'm boxing and trying to get oxygen throughout my body and to my lungs. It can be a struggle, but this actually helps. Cordyceps is widely used around the world for heart health. Physicians will use it to help resolve arrhythmia and palpitations in affected people. And also it drops the overall triglyceride levels and the amount of cholesterol that's in the blood. That's important. Once again, the anti-inflammatory properties reduces inflammation. It does it so much so it reduces systemic inflammation, which a lot of people suffer from. Inflammation is needed throughout the body to heal, especially from tough workouts. But too much inflammation is counterproductive. And that's what an issue that a lot of people deal with. And when it's on a systemic level, it's a no bueno. But Cordyceps through Mental Jewels will help you with that. All right. This is more than just a nootropic. It's working the entire body. It's helping the entire body. All right. So I'm gonna get into a couple more ingredients. We have the adaptogens like Siberian ginseng extract. I've been using ginseng since I was a kid. My mom used to give me that. All right. So, you know, me not knowing the full powers of it back then, to knowing it now is crazy. I'm so glad. Shout out to my mom. I love you, mom. I love you, mommy. I'm glad that she was giving that to me. All right. So, okay. So what an adaptogen is it strengthens the human body and it makes you more resilient and resistant to stress. All right. Stress comes daily, whether it be physical or mental, emotional or whatever. It's all the same thing. Now, the more resistant you are to it, the stronger, the better you are, the healthier you are. It also helps regulate blood pressure. Whether it be low blood pressure or high blood pressure, it'll bring it to that baseline where it needs to be. Also, people with ADHD, it's been known to help with Alzheimer's, all of these different issues that people have mentally, it helps resolve, it helps mellow that out, okay? So, man, there's so much power. There's so much power in this, and this is from the earth, right? This is all natural, okay? We use another ingredient called NeuroFactor. Keep in mind, y'all, I'm only telling y'all about 3 ingredients today. Maybe I'll do another video with more if y'all want that, but it's so many ingredients that are powerful, that are potent, that I'll link some of the studies. There's all clinical trials. We're not making baseless claims. Everything can be substantiated, all right? So I'm only giving you 3 today, though. That's crazy. So NeuroFactor, let's get into what that's about. So NeuroFactor comes from coffee fruit. It significantly increases levels of a neuroprotein called BDNF. That's a brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is vital to memory, learning, and just higher thinking, all right? So listen, I'm trying to help y'all ascend. I'm always trying to ascend mentally. If I'm ascending mentally, if I'm focused on my brain operating properly, there's nothing that I can't do, that I can't figure out, that I can't achieve, all right? The mind first, okay? We're all trying to look good and be healthy, but this gotta be healthy first. That's the most important component. And then everything else falls into place, all right? So take care of your mind just as much as you take care of your body. It's all connected, all right? So anyway, just wanted to share some of these ingredients with you since I'm your shaman, right? I'm your fitness shaman with Mental Jewels. Some of these amazing ingredients. We got the Cordyceps, baby. You know, it's a mushroom. It's not psychedelic, but, you know, all of these things that we can find in the earth, you know, it's amazing what we can do with what we have out here already, all right? So anyway, y'all check it out. Links in the bio. You know how we do it. And I'll let y'all next time. Keep you some Mental Jewels, baby. Genius juice. That's what this is.
Praise to the Most High. Praise to the Most High.